And I think there we are. All right, now doing this live, it's a little. I think I just said a dishes live chat. Should have said live stream because I'm not able to chat much. I'll look up every now and then though, and perhaps I'll catch it. And we got a little bit of a marathon session. So if you're watching this after the fact, either just you might want to go now or buckle up. You know, maybe load one up, grab some popcorn, maybe get a Pepsi, whatever you're into. So we got the soaking part out of the way already. Got more room over here. That portable small dishwasher thing, it didn't last very long. So we are now on to, we got our old spot back. And, you know, a lot of grilled some hot dogs last night. That didn't require a lot of dishes, so that's always nice. Anything you can cook. But then we also had the fettuccine and collard greens. Now that does require some dishes. Oh, yeah. These saucers look nice already. Hey, see, we got a couple people there. I think I might have seen a hello over there. Dan Z, if you happen to stop by, man, hope recovery's going well. Joe LaRock is moving today. Woody's jamming out with his keyboard player. Got all kinds of things going on. Oh man, and then yes, the states, the Phish states thing, the last couple of videos I've made talking about the states where they've never played and the states where they've played one time. I left West Virginia off the list. And then that led me to discovering that, of course, this has already been done many times and kind of recently. Then I saw, well, hey, at least this guy screwed something up. So yeah, West Virginia, also another state they had only played one time. So then when I was really, you know, leaving .net and just leaving David's like Phish stats page, just go to good old fashioned Google. You know, it takes you right to different forums on .net. Takes you to Reddit where people have already broken it down. There's a map, yada yada yada. So. Man, it was going to get hard. I was shocked to see, though, Ohio in the top 10 with 50 shows. Let's see, I'm not sure. I gotta get something started here on the stack, you know. Gotta get a little, let's rinse off some of these dishes and get the stack going. We need to start a good wall. That way then I'm just going to stack on the fly. Problem with these saucers, man. I hate this little part down here. Water gets gathered up. Oh, that one's not as clean as I thought, maybe. Underneath. Again, like we were saying recently, like that was dirty on the bottom of the saucer. Eh, not really that important. You know, nobody's putting food down there. But you never know. Oh, what the hell that is. What is that? Kind of looks like I've never cleaned the bottom of these saucers. Alright. Well. Alright. And so then we were going to get on to more states with very few shows. But then eventually you start getting into the Ohio's, the Massachusetts, Colorado's, California. There's just so many shows, man. And that's going to lead down to the ones that a lot of people already think. Vermont, while Vermont has a ton of shows, nothing lately. Nothing recently, I guess. Maybe someday they'll return to Vermont, but I don't know. They tried to quit there once at Coventry. They're trying to call it a wrap. Oh, and then the other thing in the video, I kept referring to the early 2010s decade as the early 2000s. I'm sure somebody was like, what's he talking about? They didn't jam in the early 2000s. First, they barely played in the early 2000s, and then when they did play there in 03 and 04, I think one show in 02. They did a lot of jamming. That's for damn sure. But what I was meaning to say is like the early 90s, not a lot of jamming. Early 2010s, not a lot of jamming. Early 90s shows were awesome. Early 2010s, not so awesome. That's all I was trying to say. So, Spud said he missed a show in Delaware. I know I see a chat every now and then. I see a little hello or a message there, and when I look up, it's gone. Sometimes I wish they'd leave it on the screen. I suppose it's a little less distracting though when they do remove it for you. Oh, still got a little fettuccine sauce on that one. Didn't soak. Yeah. Show you the outside of that bowl. Fettuccine, man, it gets a little wild. And a little collard green sticks to something. Anybody else had the whole week off? Hey, what's up, Isaac? Hey, what's up, Professor Joe? I know. Oh, good point, Joe. Fair point. Fair point. That's why I'm now cleaning the bottoms. Thought you too hot to move right now, too early, in between. Just checking in for a minute. Hope the move goes well. Professor Joe's moving today, people. Can't wait to see the new studio. I don't know if it's considered studio. You know what I'm saying, though. You guys will have to check his channel out here in a minute. I know you're a subscriber to both of us. Unless the Conan the Destroyer review totally threw you off. Alright. Add a couple of coffee cups to the thing. Yeah, this is this little teacup I use to reheat the Sloppy Joe, which I thought was pretty genius, but now I'm realizing there's some dried up Sloppy Joe down there at the bottom. Oh yeah, you got that. Oh yeah, I didn't even know what I was saying there. Isaac's probably never seen any of them. I don't know. I never know how old Isaac is. How old are you, Isaac, if you want to say? You don't have to say. Just can never tell. Is Isaac like 22 or 42? I feel like I maybe saw a picture of you on Instagram once. Or was that Jerry Garcia? Never tell how old Jerry was either. When he was 40, he looked 80. When he was 50, he looked 75. And we're living with it. Tongs. Oh man, I'm tired of doing silverware. Put it in a bucket, take it out back, and high pressure spray it. Squirt some soap in there. There's the other tong. The Dawn brush. Should start having like, even though it's not, oh man, what the fuck? The fuck? What food get way up in there, man? Jesus. I don't know how we're still alive, to be honest with you. I might have to get... That's disgusting. I want these things thrown away. Sweater's like food right there. Ugh. That's it. I'm telling Mary we're getting a new tong. That's fucking gross. You know, that's... This one looks okay. No hidden food hiding out in there. My goodness. Alright, so where were we? I keep getting partially distracted here. We're going to end up with salmonella because I'm trying to live chat while I'm supposed to be doing dishes. Ding! And then this thing gets water in it. I don't like that either. So I just stack it upside down. Something like that. Leak out of there. Alright, we got room for this stuff. Let's start throwing in a little bit of the round two here. Get back to complaining about silverware. Hey, what's up, Jordan? Glad you made it live, man. Not one where I'm doing a ton of chatting, looking up every now and then here. It's like we absolutely are losing people by the second. Alright. I think it was when I said round two, people were like, I'm out of here. I don't know what was in here, actually. I don't remember this. You know, I think Mary maybe made some, or I know she made some cornbread. Perhaps this was the cornbread thing? I don't know. Fairly easy clean, though. Oh, yeah. My trusty Pepsi mug. It spends a lot of its life in the freezer. You know, I have a glass of Pepsi, and when I'm done, I'll just rinse it with some water and throw it right back in the freezer. Come on, man. It's alright. sloppy Joe action. This cup was real dirty earlier too. This one needed even the outside of it done. You don't need a rag. Sometimes these brushes ain't getting it done. The sponge and the brush are nice for a lot of shit, but oh yeah. Oh, it's like one of them commercials. Except that shit all leaves straight, man. Oh yeah. Get down in there. Like Dr. Love. They call me Dr. Love. They call me Dr. You didn't know a Kiss concert was going to break out, did you? And Gene Simmons. I bet you old Gene Simmons, he's probably fisted some people. It seems like, there it went. Damn it. I've been doing good. Ah, we're deep into this, man. I don't think YouTube even noticed that. But I'm pretty sure talking about fisting people is not good. Yeah, don't pay attention to what I'm doing there. I know you saw that, didn't you? You saw that, didn't you? You're like, hey, I saw that, man. You just wipe that fork off with your fingers. That's illegal. How deep we are here. Maybe at the end I'll check in on the live chat for a second if you want to hang around for a second. Oh, what's up? I don't know who said that, but it's unlikely to happen. Unless Paige McConnell. Paige McConnell stopped by and said he wants a sponge bath. I'll hook you up, Paige. Now I'm going to get catfish. Somebody pretending to be Paige. Shit. Yeah, be careful, dude. Forgot there's a sharp knife in there. Water's getting a little blurry now. Groggy. Foggy. Yeah. You know, I think I might have shared, maybe I shared it in a video already. I don't remember. Perhaps. Either way, maybe you weren't here then. I was listening to a podcast with Theo Vaughn recently and John Mulaney. And John Mulaney commented that he heard Theo recently say with another guest, and I was getting a little confusing here. So anyways, at some point Theo said that he wanted to wait until he was older to watch Malcolm in the Middle. And John Mulaney found that very funny, and I also find that very funny. Whenever I try to tell people that, though, they just look at me real weird. I'm like, man, he wasn't serious. I don't know. I'm not. It's hard to, when somebody says something funny and then you try to relay it, it doesn't usually work. But I didn't think that needed a lot. You know, I just thought instantly, as soon as you heard that some guy said he wanted to wait until he was older to watch Malcolm in the Middle, you would think that that was funny. A lot of these people didn't see Malcolm in the Middle. I didn't. Bryan Cranston was in it, I think. Possibly Fred Savage. Nah, not Fred Savage. What the fuck am I talking about? It's a different kid. Malcolm. Everybody hates Malcolm. Wait, was I ready for all that? I don't know if I was ready for all that. Hold on. We got one more thing here, Buster. Let's see. Okay. Still got a little bit. What do I do with the sponge? I have to go back and look through the chat at the very least. This guy likes it. He liked Malcolm. Seems like fun for the whole family. I don't know. I'll have to give it a shot. I mean, I like Bryan Cranston, but I don't think we're dealing with Walter White exactly, are we? I think this might have been clean. I don't know. We had some sausage and peppers in here. Let's see, Charcuterie, I'm with that. And I stopped at the hamburger. I had the hot dogs on the grill last night. Mary even ate one of them. We had the fettuccine and collard greens, spicy, so good. And then sausage and peppers, cornbread, some sloppy joes. Some Uncrustables at Marion's Pizza. Went to Marion's with my dad for my birthday. A little late, but that was on me. He tried to schedule it. It's not going to work, people. Let's just put that over. Oh, shit. We still got some stuff to rinse. Fuck. Man, it never ends. swear I'm gonna get to you guys in a minute. 15 minutes in, and we still got things to rinse. I told you it was a marathon session. Don't say you weren't warned. You know, a lot of things, but I warn people. Except that one video, I didn't warn anybody. I started dropping bombs. No warning. Warning. Oh shit. I'll wake Rose up. I'm running in here. Thinking a fucking squirrel broke in the house. Squirrel stole my strawberry, man. I'm not real happy with squirrels right now. They got into underneath the neighbor's hood and chewed some stuff up, and then they ate them. I'm positive. I was out there in the morning looking at these strawberries. Probably could have and should have pulled them right then. Running out of room over here. But I didn't. Hours later, gone. It's ridiculous. I mean, I think it was, I don't know what else it could have been. I just can't imagine an insect would take the whole thing. Oh no. Whoop. Spot over there. I'll put this right in the freezer, my Pepsi mug. Slinging water all over the kitchen. That's a no-no. Then you end up having to mop your floors. And you're like, what is all this shit? I don't know what to do with this thing. I have to start a new spot over here. God, the never-ending silver. Oh my God, that knife about cut me again. Same knife. What's that tell you? I'm an idiot. Established. Just like that. Put these two sharp knives right there before I hurt myself. And this fucker. Thought I heard Rose creeping up behind me. I don't know what to do with this, people. Grab a towel here and dry it off. There. No, I can't do that. There, put it right there. All right, should step outside for a minute. Check the chat. Will I be able to see though? Might not be able to see. We'll find out. No, what do you know? A lawnmower's running. That's my cereal bowl. What was it? I'm guessing. I think as I said earlier, I think the cornbread batter. All right. What we got here? The movie? No, she does not. Somebody was asking if Mary reviews Phish shows. Hey, what's up, Steve? If you're still there, improvise. Who the hell's Mary? This guy's like, who the hell's Mary? Yeah. Yeah, you know, Joe said, you said one time, and I don't think it's not like an insult. I don't know. In a way, it's like, I don't know. Maybe at the time I thought it was like, well, maybe I thought it was an insult, but not really. It's just kind of true. You said that he just says sometimes, maybe he's just saying normal things that, but he just uses like funny words or says them. Yeah, like his delivery is off a little bit. But I find it funny. I don't know. Like that line, he's very dry a lot of times, which I always think works. Or maybe it doesn't work. I don't know. You got to know somebody. Sometimes the dry thing, it'll get you. Just like the Malcolm in the Middle joke. John Mulaney got it. Most people I tell, they don't get it. But it tells you what I've been around. Yeah, you know, I haven't watched more than maybe like 15 minutes at a time of his stand-up, so I don't know. I'm not sure. I know he has a Netflix special. I think I tried to watch it. But every now and then I'll watch like a little 4-minute sketch or a bit or something. Bit from his stand-up. Yeah, and I like he's a little bit like, he gets away with saying things. Like he comes off as a little bit naive or maybe a little Asperger's or something. Like he'll say inappropriate things or ask questions, but he's just like kind and naive about it, so it doesn't really seem inappropriate. Like I don't know. But I think he's well aware of what he's doing, I think. Or maybe he is just a little, you know, something he just doesn't realize. I think I always think of that line from the movie about the financial crisis when Christian Bale's character was like, nice haircut, did you do that yourself? Sometimes I think Theo's got a little bit of that. Yeah, and then his guest, it seems like a lot of those podcasters, there's like a circle of guests, you know, somebody's promoting whatever, a stand-up special or something. And while he does have those people on too, he also goes outside that circle a little bit. Or sometimes I think people are more willing maybe to do his, because they feel like, okay, I can do his, I don't have to do 11 others. I don't know. I'm sure what Willie say? Challenging social norms. That is indeed a good thing, for sure. And yeah, he's like he talks about like guy shit, but not like, I don't know, not your stereotypical guy shit that most of us grew up with. Like when you heard guy shit, you thought like muscle cars or chicks in bikinis or tools or something, you know. Guy mowing his lawn. Let's do some rides, dude. Mow the lawn. Guy probably thinks I'm making fun of him. He mows his lawn 3 days a week. But yeah, Theo's, his shit's not like that. Like, I don't know. So yeah. I didn't mean to make this all about Theo Vaughn, dude. This is my channel. The guy's got his own channel. What's up, Chinchilla? Depraved for some a fight card. I don't know how I made it a week without one. Although, according to Mick Maynard, they've all been awesome. Haven't had a bad card in years. I don't know if you saw that or not, but I mean, sometimes they're bad on paper and then they turn out cool. Yeah, I'd love to, sure. Or yeah, me on his would be even better for my channel, I would think. Or I would totally go on there and bomb. Yeah, I think a lot of what the guys on Morning Combat say is true. I mean, I'm still there tuning in, but yeah, man. I mean, they're I don't know if coasting's the right word, but they're not necessarily. Maybe in a similar situation where Phish is in. Like, hey, we've made it. We don't really need to scratch and claw and kick down doors and make everything just awesome. Every now and then we can just throw some shit out there. People are gonna watch. We're getting our ESPN money. And I know it sounds negative when I say stuff like that about Phish, but I mean, dude, they've been doing it forever. They had years where they played hundreds of shows, 100 plus, and you know, 40 years into this stuff almost. They are kind of, although I don't count those early 80s. Nope, no King Giz for me. Still listening, but not going to any of the shows. One of my friends that lives up in Milwaukee, what are you doing? Where do you come from? Rose is looking out the back window at me. Who is that? Can they see you? Can the people see the baby? I need to wash that door, don't I? Look at that. Ew, that's gross. Aw. Are you not having it? Don't worry, Cashew's not out here. She gets a little jealous when she sees me out here with Cashew. Alright, I don't know where we were, but... Ah, nice, Phish at Star Lake. Oh yeah, my friend's afraid they're going to play all that metal album. I'd say they're probably going to play a lot of that metal album. Although I think I heard some rumors they were going to do an acoustic show. One acoustic show in Chicago, so maybe he'll get that one. I don't know. He loves, like I think Shanghai is probably his favorite song. He likes that album. He likes Sketches. He likes all their albums, but his least favorites are probably the heavy metal stuff. I think he claims he still has never made it through Infest the Rat's Nest, but he's listened to every other album 3 to 10 times each or something. I don't know, the metal stuff's alright, but I'm not in for it for a long time. A couple songs like Red Rocks opened up pretty hard. I was down for that. Quickly got into Magenta Mountain. Alright guys, we're 26 minutes long. I will, problem is it takes so damn long for the live chat to, hey, what's up, man? It takes so long for the, and I'm sorry if I missed your comment. I've kind of sporadically been going through them, catching them here and there. I used to hate that when I'd be watching live streams. Like, oh, he only talks to his buddies. Well, I don't know. A name I recognize certainly does help. You know, this world of trolls. No one knows. All right, we got 16 viewers and 9 thumbs up. It's not as nice as 6 and 9, but actually, I'll take the 16. I mean, 16 is big time. I'm afraid to leave. All right, guys, boom. Thanks for tuning in. If you just got here, scroll back and watch. Oh, yeah, and I was saying, it takes so damn long for the live chat to process. I'm going to get 12 hours from now. You've kind of lost interest, so have you. All right, guys, boom. We're out of here for like the 4th time. Thanks for the thumbs up. Willie, everybody that stopped by. Joe, good luck with the move. Isaac. I know I tried speaking to you. I have no idea what any of your answers were. It happens. I ask you a question, then I never look for the answer. Boom.